This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
30.
Looking to throw. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
45, white. Ultra, cut.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready. Ready.
Gibbs straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And cycle.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Now the try here for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
10 black. Hey, green. Smash, red. Green jack. Claws red. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Shot, 17. Yellow, go. Blue, go. Claw, 10.
Love looking to throw it. A short throw there to Strange. Down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
45.
Play action this time with Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Timeout set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. But right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Red, cycle, claws red, smash, red, ready?
Throwing, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Yellow, blue, go, blue, yellow, go, hey, hey, blue. Drill, green, 6, blaster, 6. Set.
Love. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The elements here definitely going to be a factor. You're going to have some drop balls playing in conditions like this.
Yeah, you got to minimize them as best you can. That means 100% of your focus has got to be on making the catch, not on what you do afterwards. Look it all the way in first.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this pass broken up. Contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Now is a punter, Jordan Stout. This is taken at the 18. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Okay. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Handoff now to Gibbs. Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 26 yards. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8.
Let's go. Steel. Black. Blue. Ready.
Here's Love. Open man. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43.
10 yards. That's good for a Packers.
Red. Ready. Eagle blue. 50.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Love. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Strikers, 3-3. Black Ultra.
Love now. Over the middle, he's got Golden. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Claws red. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
At the 10-yard line.
6. Mega. Black shot. Hut, hut.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Here we go.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
6-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check, black, 95. Hut, hut.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. So as they're talking over, we step aside.
And that big game may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Red, cycle. White.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. To throw now. Here's Love. A short throw going to Strange. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's out of bounds, and will take this one up to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Blue stripe.
At the 35-yard line.
Black shot. 60 red. Green jack. Light blue.
Love from the gun. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Black 40. Hut.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Squad red. Red. Yellow. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of the sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here we go. Here we go. This is green. Blue, yellow.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Second down and 3.
Don't blue. Let's go now. Ready.
Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, 45 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yellow, 22. White.
He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Yep, here we go. Here we go. Needle blue. 45. White. 6. Black shot. Claws red.
Working out of the gun. Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Red,
2nd
white,
and
blue.
3.
Blue strike. 52 blue. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jalen Warren in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
What's always interesting about situations like this is that in both locker rooms, both staffs were preaching a quick start. One of them actually got it done.
32.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 5. A short throw there to Strange. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Green Jack.
First down.
Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Packers first
Black
down.
Ultra.
First and 10.
They look to throw now on first down. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ready.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Love looking to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Second and 3.
To throw again on second down. Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go. Yellow. Ready?
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scoop. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Yellow. Here we go. Blue, 60, steel, black, blue. Set.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Set. 50, green. 52.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Hut.
A handoff for Warren. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Jalen Warren, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ready.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's good.
They'll set up a throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his out.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
145, 6, mega. Black shot. Ready.
Following the interception, Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Throwing. Love. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 14-yard line, second and 11. Love. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's third and 18. They need something big. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, golden with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Let's go. Third strike, two.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's good.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellows up front.
Back to throw again. He'll go right back to St. Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now second and 5. Snap will come from the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
On the double.
Here's a second and 5.
Hey, go Fury. Ready.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cloud, 10, 45, white, zoom, black. Go, blue, go. Blue striker. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This ball caught by Strange. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Slice blue, Edo blue. Green jack. Set, go.
Here's Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Black, black, 95, yellow, zoom, point pink, blaster, 6, set, hut.
Again, it's Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Set, ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
For the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. Down at the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just change. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now, so if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Love from the gun. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Rail, yellow, ready. Smash, red, 52, blue. Set.
Now Love. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. A short throw there to Strange.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Ultra. Set, red, sight, blue, strike, 50, green. Drill, green, fuse, yellow. Clock,
Love wants to shift things around. On the give, it's Warren. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Cut, cut.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Ready, set.
They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
6, mega, ready. 60 red. Cut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll look to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
At the 2-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, stay. Black 40. Field, black. Red, cycle. Black, ultra. Needle, blue.
Here's Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Down. Red, 38. Ready?
Now Love. A short throw there to Strange. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Ready. Here we go. Set.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. But Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that get them back into it, Maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal, coming back the other way.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And the Packers, first down.
Drill green.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Love now. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
Right through. Steal. Black.
At the 39-yard line.
Black shot. Hut.
Throwing. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass to the tight end, Laporta. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 33. On the give, here's Gibbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Strike.
25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh. Wait, did it change up? Is it light up? Yeah, better find out where. Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't take maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't take maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. I used to see. It felt so real, but now I plead. Just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I promised you a contract.
Who you trying to get crazy with this, Don't you know I'm loco?
7 Oak Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free out, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. It's 2 a.m., let's got me loose. From what you say, I'm you. Then it won't get me through. I ain't got a bag, but I want you. Send me your location. Send me your location. I need to know your location. Send me your location.
Where you at? Where you been? Taking pictures on the trip with your friends. Bad dog, we don't count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take. Don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips. More time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
It's 2 a.m., let's got me loose. From what you say, I'm you. Then it won't get me through. I ain't got a bag, but I want you. Send me your location. Send me your location. I need to know
city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Digging mad back, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She sing I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, money, I took the Billy Cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I stood up, the tires, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was fast. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fast. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier as the watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Prison cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. Got whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top flow to her. 100 racks and 1, 2